violin I'm playing is a French instrument. It was made by Honoré Desrazais, which was a French maker and apprentice of Jean-Baptiste Vuillaume. It's from 1852, and the actual amazing story is that I found it here in Ann Arbor. I thought that all I could afford would be modern instruments, and then Jeff Holmes, who is a famous luthier here in town, found me this violin. The first time I ever met him, he said, "Here, I have a few instruments." And then he pulled this one out, and he said, "Try this one." And I played 2 notes, and I knew that was going to be the instrument. And this has been my instrument. I call it my lottery ticket, because I love this instrument. I have to say, these instruments, both of them, the bow and the violin, they have an incredible range of colors. And what they have, though, at the same time, is an ability to play a very even passage throughout the string. So you can either homogenize it, if you'd like, or you can make colors and different characters and atmospheres. They really, I feel a lot that this violin is my voice rather than my instrument. It's almost, when I hold it, I don't feel like I'm holding an instrument, but it's kind of fused. At age 19, I was in the midst of my army service in Israel, compulsory 3-year army service. That said, I was very lucky because it was a golden age for classical musicians in the army in Israel, and I was first in the army quartet and later in another ensemble that did. The quartet used to do more ceremonial work and some kind of high society parties, and the other ensemble did more of an educational concerts. But that's how I passed my 3 years, and for someone who is in Israel who has to do the army, I was very lucky. There's a saying in Hebrew which it's a nice word. I can't really translate it exactly with the nice ring, but I have grown wise from all those who taught me. So I did not have a teacher that did not have an impact. I think ultimately the person who left the biggest impact was the last person I studied with, which was Henry Meyer, who was the second violinist of La Salle Quartet. And I think he was really my mentor in the series of my teachers. And I remember the first time I played for him, it was the Mozart G Major Concerto. When he was working with me, he was not talking about technique and intonation, he was talking about phrasing and harmony and structure and how the things relate. And I suddenly realized, this is someone who puts all the theory I studied and the playing together. And I decided at that point that I would study with him. He did so much for me. I can only hope that one day I'll be able to do something like this for somebody else.